Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am back with a video. Basically this is a demonstration video. Someone had asked me on here to demonstrate the Art of the Roots Bound to Me ritual that's online. So since I'm feeling better, and I thank you to those that sent your well wishes, I'm gonna go ahead and do the spell how I interpret it, basically, for you guys. So as always, you always want to make sure that you clean your area first before doing anything. And I do have the a piece of Palo Santo stick, as you can see. So you just want to make sure you, whether you have like a Palo Santo stick or sage, or even you know, some type of cleansing spray, basically anything just to cleanse your area and to cleanse your space before you do this ritual. And do ignore my dishes in the background. This was the best angle that I can get. But anyways, let's go ahead and I'm gonna read the instructions that are here online for the oil. I don't actually have the oil, so I'm just gonna use this oil just as a placeholder, basically. So we're gonna pretend that this is the oil for you guys, but it's for those of you who do have the oil and are, I guess, interested in getting the oil as well. But basically what you will need is a blue string or thread that's about 18 inches. So I have my string, and this is basically just some string that I got at a craft store, my local craft store. It came in like a variety pack. So you want to make sure that you have some blue string. And then you're going to need some parchment paper. This is just a sheet that I ripped off. I got parchment paper. I got this parchment paper basically from the dollar store. It's backwards on here. I can see that. But anyways, yeah, I purchased this from the dollar store. You can probably get it from your grocery store as well. Or you can get it from like your mystical shop if you have one, you know, in town, basically like that. And then you will get a pen. I have a marker just so you guys can see what I'm doing on camera. And then you will have 2 pink candles or 2 green candles. Now I don't have neither pink nor green candles, so for demonstration purposes I'm just using 2 orange candles. But do make sure when you do this that you do follow the instructions where you can use 2 pink candles or 2 green candles. And then you'll also need 2 photographs, one of you and one of your target. I hope you guys like my drawings. They're so cute. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. But yes, one of you, one of your target. You want to make sure that you have 2 pictures. And then you also, let's see what else. And if possible, along with your pictures, if you are able to find like any personal items from your target, so basically like if that's hair or nail clippings, it will be good to use as well. And they say to keep in mind that this spell begins during preparation and will last 3 days. So make sure you are in the right state of mind, that there will not be any interruptions. So I suggest when you do this spell to make sure that you are at home alone, or if you have kids, make sure your kids have gone to bed and are asleep. You just want to make sure that, you know, this is your time and you won't be interrupted. You know, basically nothing to mess up the spell while you're doing it. So it says to begin, you're going to write out your intention with a pen and paper. So since this is a bound to me ritual, I'm going to go ahead and say John Smith is bound to me. And of course my marker's going dead. Is bound to me. He sees no other. He thinks of no other. He loves me and me only. Now, you don't have to write what I just spoke. Basically, this is just me just giving an example of something that you could write. It all depends on your situation and you know, what you want to happen for you. So basically, after you write your intention on the paper, you're going to anoint the paper with a few drops of Bound to Me oil. I'm just going to use this. Hope you guys can see that. It's a few drops, 2, 3. This 3 will be enough. If you don't have a dropper, of course, you can just take the bottle, you know, and pour it on there like that. Just, you know, try not to make a mess or basically whatever. Then next you're going to get your blue string and anoint it with a dab of oil. And you're going to visualize yourself and your love interest while you are doing this. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's say I have my oil and I'm put it on my fingers basically, and I'm just basically anointing it with the oil, and I'm sitting here visualizing me and John Smith are so attached to each other. He is so in love with me. He is bound to me. He sees only me. He loves only me. So basically, you're doing that with that vision in your mind. And basically, your next step is you're going to take your string and you're going to tie one knot. Well, basically, you're going to tie 3 knots. But for each knot you tie, you're going to state this. With this knot, I bind the name of your person to me. And you're going to repeat it 2 more times for a total of 3 knots. So basically, with this knot, I bind John Smith to me. My first knot. Second knot. With this knot, I bind John Smith to me. Third knot. And my last knot, with this knot, I bind John Smith to me. So as you can see, which is real small, I have 1 knot, 2 knots, and the 3rd knot. So after I do that, let's see, I'm going to place it says place your string to the side, and now you get your 2 photographs. Make sure you have 2 photographs, and also the photographs, make sure that it's just you in that photograph. Make sure it's just the person of interest in that photograph. You don't want to use any photographs that have like other people in it, because basically that will mess up your ritual, because it's a possibility that the ritual could go to everyone that's in that picture and completely miss your target. So you want to make sure that it's solely a picture of you, and solely a picture of your target. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your 2 pictures, and then, let's see. Oh yeah, if you have any of their hair or personal effects, you will put that between it. But what you're going to do is take your target. It's going to be placed first down, but face up. And then you're going to take you and place yourself right on top of your target. So again, you have the picture of your target. You have you, turn it face down, and put directly on top of your target. So basically, you laying on top of your target. Sounds kind of kinky. I like it. But anyways, that's what you're going to do with your pictures, I'm sorry. And then after you have your pictures, you're going to anoint them. Oops, sorry, not anoint them. You're going to then take your petition and place it directly over your pictures. Like so. Probably would have been best to use a smaller petition, but anyways, this will do for now. And then after you do that, you are going to get your 2 candles, and you're going to anoint them with the Bound to Me oil, drawing the oil from the bottom towards the top of the wick. So basically, let's say I have my oil, I put it in my hands, I anoint it, I'm going from the bottom to the top and putting some on the wick. Hope you guys can see everything. So I've gotten my other candle, put the oil in my hand, anoint it from the bottom to the top. Again, from the bottom to the top, and making sure I get oil on the wick as well. And then you're going to take your 2 candles And this is important. You're going to place one directly to the right. Hope you guys can see that. Let me scoot down. So basically you're going to place one to the right. You're going to place one directly to the left. Now this is only what you're going to do on the first night. You're going to, when you're ready, you're going to light each candle and you're going to recite the following. I am bound to thee and thee to I. In love to be, I bind you to me. I'll repeat that again. I am bound to thee and thee to I. In love to be, I bind you to me. So basically when you're doing that, when you're stating your incantation, you're moving each candle closer to each other, but you're not going to move them directly beside each other just yet. So basically on your first night, let's say I've lit both of my candles. I can light them. So you've lit your candles. Move everything over. So this is what you're going to do. I am bound to thee and thee to I. In love to be, I bind you to me. I hope you guys can see that, how I moved each candle closer to each other. And then that's all you need to do on your first night. So basically after your first night, you're going to take your candles, your flame. Let's use my thing. Just use my fingers. And you're going to snuff out each flame. But make sure you do not move your candles anywhere. You just want to leave them as is. And also make sure that you do this in a place where no one else is going to tamper with your candles or with your ritual. So then again, on the second night, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to light your candle. I can light it. And then you're going to repeat the incantation again. Basically, I am bound to thee and thee to I. In love to be, I bind you to me. So as you can see, if it will balance, I have moved each candle closer to each other. So again, you're going to repeat, you're going to snuff out each flame, and then you're going to come back on the third night, right? Let me go ahead and snuff this out. Okay, on the third night, you're going to take both of your candles and you're going to put them together. Basically like that, right? And that's when your blue string falls into place. And these both candles are going to go directly over top of your petition. So you want to make sure you put it right on top of that. I'm really surprised these directions don't say to fold your petition up, but maybe you just want to keep it up. I mean, keep it open, I guess. I don't know. But usually we fold our petitions, but I mean, this is what it states. But anyways, back to this ritual and side note. But basically, you're going to take your blue string, right? And you're going to securely tie each candle together. And I'm just wrapping it for demonstration purposes, but you want to make sure that you secure each candle, as you can see. And if you're able to tie a knot at the end of it, that works as well. And so you're going to take your two candles that are tied together, if it will balance, and you're going to set them directly on top of your petition. And since it won't, okay, now it's balancing. Okay, but after you do that, then you're going to light both candles and recite the incantation for one last time. Again, the incantation is, I am bound to thee and thee to I. In love to be, I bind you to me. I'll repeat it again since I kind of fumbled over it. I am bound to thee and thee to I. In love to be, I bind you to me. So you will light your candles again. You will recite the incantation for one last time, and you will allow the candles to burn completely down, and then you have completed your ritual, basically. But it does note that if there is, you know, per se, or chance that you want to reverse this, like basically you know, have come to the conclusion that you no longer want this person to be attached to you, or you no longer want them in your life, the way that you can reverse this is to burn both the photos and the petition over a black candle. Again, that's to burn both the photo and the petition over a black candle. But also, I jumped over that part. When you do get done with your petition and your pictures, basically it states that you're going to want to put them in a hidden place. So basically, if you know, can put it in your underwear drawer, you can put it somewhere in your closet, or if you want to put it under your bed, just basically somewhere where no one's going to see it, read it, or mess with it. So you just want to make sure you keep it in that place. But again, if you decide that you do not want to be bound to this person, or you don't want this person to be bound to you, you will take both. You take both, well, all three, your pictures and your petition, and you will make sure that you burn them over a black candle. Okay? So I do thank you guys for returning to my channel. I'm sorry I didn't have like the correct tools for the ritual, but I mean, I'm sure you guys pretty much get the gist of everything that you're supposed to do. If you have any questions, do feel free to leave them in the comment section below. But yeah, this is this is Art of the Roots Bind to Me spell. If you guys have any other, well, not spell, but rituals that you may want me to demonstrate, you can go ahead and feel free to leave that in the comment section as well. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Bye.